Hello, my name is Alan Laman. I'm a content editor at Insurance Journal, and I'm here at ITC in Las Vegas talking to folks about the emerging technologies that they think are going to shape the insurance industry the most in the coming years.
What we found at Next is, again, Next has adopted technology. It was started by technologists, with Guy Goldstein and some of the investors. And really, when you look 10 years, 9 years ago when they first started, the conversation around AI, the conversation about third-party data, how to integrate data into the platform, that's really the foundation of what we do. Now fast forward, 10 years later, we're a fully digital company where, there's no underwriters, right? Our agents can get a quote within 5 minutes of using our platform. We're also embedded with different organizations through our partnerships channel. And really, when I see the wonderland of possibilities is what obviously artificial intelligence, AI, is probably the biggest opportunity today. When you see ITC today, it's like everything is about AI, but it's really about how it's complementing the technology today. A lot of people will say, AI is going to potentially replace people, and it's something that it could do to a certain capacity. But with insurance, there's still, hearing what people say, people still want to talk to an agent. So a lot of 80% of consumers will probably still buy an insurance policy from an agent. It's just AI will help us complement that and get that information to the client sooner, right? So the future for Next Insurance will be for our agents to just put one address and get a quote for their client. I think that's the evolution of where we are now. Again, every account is different. With small business, you could pivot, you could be very fast and easy. With more complex clients, with a large middle market, large property, it changes a little bit. What's really cool to see is the amount of technology that's being implemented in insurance. And remember, insurance it's one of the oldest industries in the world, right? So it takes a lot of time for insurance to evolve. And I think what we see here and why ITC is so important is because you're seeing all these technologies and how legacy carriers, carriers that have been around for 130 years are now having to pivot into insurance, right? The advantage of Next is that we started by a technologist. So the insurance piece of it is kind of after, right? So now we've been able to kind of move at a faster pace, but I think it's important for the industry and all those legacy carriers to continue to grow and adapt the technology. So we're seeing all different types of technology being embedded. I think the consumer is more savvy today, and you're starting to see AI help with comparing prices, comparing policies. So I think it's going to help the consumer understand insurance a little bit better. And then hopefully the education component comes out where people are more aware of what their risks are. So again, it creates a bigger opportunity to sell more insurance when people are a little bit more savvy and get access to it.
The second annual Risky Future Summit is available on demand. The go-to virtual event built for today's risk managers. This virtual summit will include expert discussion on transportation, commercial auto, climate change, cybersecurity, nuclear verdicts, and more. Unlock your potential with lessons from the best in the business. This exclusive event is hosted by Elizabeth Blossfield, Chad Hemingway, Andrea Wells, Alan Lehman, and Ezra Amaker. Visit riskyfuture.com to view the on-demand videos.